Hi Leo, this is Just with your January 25th, 2020 weekly reading. You guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Leo, some of you I'm definitely seeing moving still. And for some of you it's breaking ground. So it's like new construction or it's like moving in phases. And you know, it's taking a little bit longer. The process may have slowed down and now it's kind of going to pick up. It's really about to pick up. And you may feel like you're doing it all on your own. You have to do a lot of the legwork all by yourself, and you're willing to do that. And if anyone can do it, a fire sign can. So I keep saying, Leos, if any of you are doing this, right? You're doing breaking ground. You're building a home from the ground up. You are something about real estate, but it's like you have to have all your hands on deck. You can turn this into a career. You can turn into a general contractor. You can turn into a real estate agent or a broker. Or, like you can make this lucrative for you is what it looks like to me. But nonetheless, it does look like you may find that working from home may work for you too. You're putting a lot of work in just to see what you may have seen at one point without putting as much work in. So you're willing to do it, whatever it takes for you to, maintain is what it looks like to me. Now I do see having an opportunity that probably you may feel like, this is just not going to help me. I'm not going to take low level money anymore. I'm not going to take something I know isn't going to benefit me long term. So some of you are cutting something out that you don't feel like is going to benefit you. I also feel like some of you, I would be conservative, but here's the thing, Leo, you have money. Oh yeah, you have, some of you, it's a category. Some of you are struggling. You're not making as much as you used to, but you're not willing to just accept anything either. So you're kind of holding on to what you have, but at the same time, more money is going to come into you, probably a lot more, or just at a very rapid pace. And that could be, waiting because I know my taxes is coming and I'm going to have this amount of money before my taxes come for some of you. And maybe that type of guaranteed money coming to you. Others of you, it's just kind of waiting for a situation to come in, and it's going to come in, and it's going to come in quickly. So there's that. I definitely see money improvements, and a lot of you being very stable to where you can decide what you pick and choose, right? No, I'm not going to take this low offer. I'm going to wait until I get a higher offer. I'm going to sell my house at this. I'm going to, you're able to negotiate. With some of you, you may not know how everything is going to work out as far as long term when it comes to your finances, but you're not going to just accept anything either. And let's be very clear. Some of you have money woes, or others of you are obsessed over money. I mean, it's become a bit unhealthy of how obsessed you are over money. But for some of you that are in that state, you feel like that's where respect comes from. That's where you have some sense of control. And others of you, if you're having money issues, you know that you need to find a way to gain some more money, because you can control situations, people, and you can have full control over your own circumstance when you know that you have money. So to Leo's, money talk, right? Money makes the world go round, and it shakes a lot of things up, and it moves things in your favor. And so I do see some of you saying, okay, money is coming to me and I have the freedom, or I'm in a low place with money, and I know that I need to change this dynamic. But even though you may be struggling, you're not letting anybody know that. You're not letting anyone know what position you're in now. And that's good. It's no need for people to know what you have going on. Be careful, because you don't want to get yourself into something that you can't get out of. You already may be there. You already may be in something that you have found it difficult to get out of, and you're not even ready to deal with it. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to touch it. But changes is happening, whether you like it or not. Big changes are about to happen, and the situation is coming to an end, Leo. Whether you like it or not, it's coming to an end. It may have already happened. Some of you could have lost your job by now. and you're worrying a lot, but at the same time, you're having worries, but you're also trying to make some things happen. And the thing is that for some of you, your heart is not in it anymore. So you may still be trying to make money from something that isn't yielding you the same amount of money like it used to. And remember, Jupiter is no longer trining you in Sagittarius. So, that level of money may not be coming the way it was. But, you guys have a lot of tenacity. So I do see you still trying to make it work, even though for some of you Leos, your heart isn't in it. And so there's going to be a drastic change and a drastic upset, and probably has to do with this Taurus in your 10th house with Uranus, and just really changing some things up. I think it's going to be good, though, because at the end of the week, going into next week, you may hear some really great news about career. As I said, finance. Some of you may decide to do something when it comes to imports, exports, working in foreign land. So really shaking something up. Some of you may just up and move to a place that, you've never considered being before. But I see new opportunities. So not all is loss, Leo, and I certainly feel like you're on an upswing of positive things. Just kind of be careful of who you get yourself connected to, because I get a female here. It's going to be damn sure impossible to get rid of this female or to fix the situation with this female for some of you. Now, let's get into love. For some of you Leos that are single, I do feel like some of you are you have options, yes. And some of you may still be waiting from someone from your past and trying to decide, do you call? Do you reach out? Do you respond if they reached out? You may have said something and got nothing in return. Some of you are still holding on to a love that's lost. And there is the situation of feeling almost victimized, like someone did you completely wrong. But at the same time, you want them back. And not knowing how do you make this right. You may have did something to kind of test the waters. And then once again, it may not have gone the way you wanted it to go. That's what it looks like to me. Now, some of you, especially if you are a Leo woman, you may have a couple of men who are vying for your attention. Someone that you talk to quite often and frequent and very often, and another person who can't give you what you want. So there's no real connection there, but that's the one that you're holding on to. And while you're waiting for one person, another person is constantly showing you attention or doesn't want you to get away. They don't want you to get away. So there's that. Now, some of you may feel like this is getting out of hand. Like this person has too much control over me. But you still haven't faced the reality of the situation. You don't want to take the blinders off because, some of you would have to realize that it's really up to you of letting it go and letting that be your past. Okay. So some of you have found it to be difficult to just see that, your past, you have to let it go. And others of you, it may be hard for you to let somebody go, or it's hard for you to get rid of. I feel like it's hard for you to get rid of someone. Or someone feel like it's hard to Someone may feel like it's hard for them to get rid of you. Someone may feel that way. But I feel that for some of you Leos, if you are in communication with a particular person, that's going to pick up. You may not see it now, but someone is coming in your life and is going to change your life drastically. You don't see it happening now because you're still stuck on a past situation. But it's like, I just feel like for Leos, life is just getting ready to pick you up by your collar, just take you and drop you someplace else that you're not even expecting. And I do feel like it's going to be for the good. Someone's coming back in. They want to communicate. They're not going to take no for an answer. That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, when it comes to you Leos couples, well, it looks like things are going good. You guys may have gone on a trip. There could have been a proposal or an offer to move in together. Let's take this relationship to the next level. However, someone may not be completely on board with that. Someone wants it, the other person doesn't. There may have been some truths that have come out about, where do we stand? Where do we go from here? Someone may just say, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this ultimate commitment just yet. I have to get myself in place. Like, my money is funny. Like, I just lost my job. My career is not going well. My business is failing. Like, I need to really focus on me before I can invest in this relationship the way I want to. And although I feel like that doesn't make someone happy, if that's what is being said, I feel like somebody's not going to just let it go because this relationship isn't like a commitment, is what it looks like to me. Someone was dealing with a third party situation, and I feel like that's over. I feel that Leos are entering into I feel like Leos are kind of coming back around. So if there was someone who felt like, they couldn't commit, or they weren't ready to make this a reality between the two of you, I think someone's left their past alone. I think they've let their past go finally, and they're going to commit. There may still be a little bit of struggles, but I do feel like someone's going to finally say, okay, yes, I'm going to move forward in this union, and I'm going to let the past go, and we're going to move forward. It's kind of what I see. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. We're also going to look at you, Leo singles. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box. It explains everything that we go into. So if you're interested, click that link. If you would like something personal with me, click the link to my website. You can set something up for yourself. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Leo.